Hey everybody, welcome back to another Redstone Corner. And today for you, I have a little something I've been working on. It is my zombie conversion setup. So it's really simple, actually, when you get down to it. Not a lot going on, very little redstone. Uh, in the video, in the description, I will include a world download, as I always try to. I will also try to include a schematic file. You may need to make some alterations to this and changes depending on how you want to hook it up to your village breeder and how you want the output to go. So, a lot of you may not know this, or a lot of you may, but villagers work with gossip now. So, the more you trade with your villagers, the better the discounts you get, but that gossip can fade. If you do not keep up to date with trading with them, their gossip for you will fade over time and your discounts will go away. So how you counteract that is by using zombie villagers. War villagers you convert and then cure, because you will automatically just get super low discounts, and to my knowledge that does not fade. I have not had it fade yet. So what we do here, let me grab a golden apple real quick just for this. So how this whole setup works is we summon a villager, throw it in the minecart, it falls down there. Triggering the string, the observer sends a pulse through. This spits out the slime in the redstone block, unpowering the rails here. Because when the villager converts into a zombie villager, he'll pop out of the minecart. This will come back up, power, and then he goes through over here, gets hit with the weakness, and you can feed him the apple. We are also using a zombie with a sharp 5 sword, which makes us super quick to convert to a zombie villager. And then over here, by surrounding the area you are curing your zombie villager in with iron bars or beds, you can actually speed up the time it takes to cure him. But it is random. When you go to cure him, the time it takes anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. It is picked at random the second you start to cure him. And this iron bar or bed method will take 4% off of that time. So in my little setup here, he just runs across a detector rail, which triggers this redstone torch to turn off and on, powering this dispenser and flinging a splash potion into this block. So it breaks right there and he gets it. Now, when he converts back to a normal villager, he will jump up and then fall in. The minecart will still be there, and he'll fall down 1 block. So we have 2 blocks there. And then just these 2 sticky pistons being permanently powered, holding those blocks into place. And a catch track underneath. So when he converts back, you can hit this button, which will drop him all the way. He'll land getting into the minecart, and then zipped right up and around here to where you can have your job site blocks. You can put a little chest or shulker right here, and then start changing out your blocks to get your trades. And then when he is done, you press this button, which will close this trapdoor, aligning him, and will move that block under him. And then he'll fall out, and you can take him from there wherever you want. It is a very simple, compact method. No water, no powered fence gate stuff. Like, I've seen a couple of these come out over the last few weeks, and they seem really just like a lot of not needed stuff. Everything you need is actually in here, except for the number of solid blocks. When I show you how to build this, we're going to use Lightmatica, and I will pull up the materials list so you have an exact count of blocks needed, and iron bars. So it looks like he's going to take a little bit longer to heal. And there we go. He converts, falls down 1 block. Then we hit that button, and he is transported right on over here. We did get rid of the trapdoor in between the little scene cut there because he will come unaligned. It's weird. The minecart comes under the trapdoor. It's bad. So you can put, a shulker in the floor right here. Have your different profession blocks and just put them right here next to him and cycle through. Hit that button. He falls down onto another track you can place and then transport him over to your trading hall. So now that you've seen this thing in action and we've talked about gossip, conversion, and little tricks how to speed it up, I'm going to show you how to build this now. Okay, so here we have the schematic pulled up, and if we go in here real quick, I will pull up the material list. That is this number right here, total, and it goes through everything here, so you can kind of pause it, look at it, and then I have to scroll down for the rest of it. There you go. You should be able to, between both these scrolling, you should be able to see everything needed. And then we will get started. So first, come on, did you guys really think I was going to use Schematica to do a tutorial? I mean, yes, for the material list part, but I definitely wasn't going to use it to build it. So here, we have a frame to start with. You definitely probably want to build this, either dig out some area underneath or build it up in the air a little bit. Give yourself some room. Don't be afraid to give room, okay? I'm also very sorry for how my voice sounds right now. I have got a case of morning voice going on because most of this video was recorded last night when I couldn't sleep. I just didn't want to finish it. So, you're going to start. Block 1. 6 blocks. Go out 6. Make yourself this little symbol here. This will help the minecart stay aligned. Don't forget your solid block above it. And then place down powered rail on top. Take a torch and or a lever and place on that block. If you're going to place a lever, I suggest placing it up, on the underside of the block. Just easier. And then you're going to come down here and do the same thing with powered rail. Then go down 4 blocks. So starting from this 6th one, go down 3. And then starting from this one, go out 10. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the 9th block here, you're going to place detector rail. Now, the reason I said 10 and then 9, obviously because I'm counting this block here, which makes it 10, not 9. So that is it. That is like the frame, the starting frame of the build. And then we're going to come over here. You want to take, this will help you figure out where your zombie is going to go. And then we also need observer and a piece of string, which I don't have. There we go. So this is going to go, if I remember correctly, let me look at this real quick. It goes on the 2nd block, right? 3rd block, sorry. I forget how far the zombie actually shoots out, but if you go on the 3rd block, yep, right there. Then we're going to have an observer observing that. You don't have to use gold blocks, by the way. This is just what I'm using. And then come down. So you put a block in the back of that observer with a sticky piston there, a slime block, and a powered rail, which will power those rails. Now, you want to make sure, for later on purposes, to cover that right there on this side, maybe actually only there, with a piece of glazed terracotta, obsidian. It can be a dropper, a dispenser, any kind of non-movable object. But I would suggest using glazed terracotta to match the color of blocks you use. Then you're going to need your little zombie chamber. And then come around and just make yourself a box. You're also going to want 2 trapdoors. As I said earlier in the video, the material list was on screen and everything you need is also in that chest there, so you can just look in the world download. Place a trapdoor so it is going this way. This will allow the zombie to press right up against the villager. And then you want this to be 3 tall. Sorry. Yeah. 3 tall. And then you just cap it off there. And you're gonna want to probably build yourself a little roof above here, actually, until you can get a zombie in there with a sharp 5 sword. And then once he is in there, you definitely want to come in and underneath the string here, crouch when you come under here, place a trapdoor right there, because he will kind of fit right up and under that. In fact, you probably could shave. Yeah, see, you can actually shave this off because you can use pistons. Once you have your zombie in here and you have this line right here of blocks, just use pistons to push these 3 blocks in by one, and you'll push him right under that trap door, and then you have a much smaller zombie cage, and he is like literally trapped right in there. And then you can maybe complete that if you want. So then coming along here, you get to right here where the detector rail is. Now you could use a comparator signal from this to turn off that torch, or you could use redstone dust if you really want, but honestly, I'm just using a comparator and a torch. Like, you could use dust if you really want, but what you do is, underneath here, we're going to pull the signal from the block, because I will show you real quick. If you place down a comparator and then put a minecart on there, it will power that comparator. And then you just put a block in with 1 redstone torch, and then you're going to want a dispenser. Make sure it's not a dropper. So then torch, solid block, dispenser. Go ahead and fill in solid blocks all along here. That way, you know, he's got his this is the path he travels. You'll also want to fill in all this, to at least for some part. Actually, put second block up on the end here in front of the dispenser and break that, because you'll want iron bar there. This is for surrounding the cage he comes into. And then from here, you're going to come out 1 block. This will be the block he actually falls onto. So then go up 2 blocks. You're going to come down and place a second block. And then from here, what you can do is just like I have over here. You can do this actually any number of ways, but I would suggest just placing a line of blocks in front and filling this in. So why don't you bring the floor out? See, why don't we bring this out, go out 4 blocks, like so, and do the same, and then we'll come back. Alright, so now you have your floor. And we are going to start with this. Place iron bars on the back, and you have them in the front here. So bring them up over here to start with. Now this is your 2 blocks he's going to fall into. So you're going to want to take 2 sticky pistons, a redstone torch, and a button. And you'll see why. So place some tent blocks so you can... There we go. Place a sticky piston there, a sticky piston there. And then you're going to place a solid block there with a redstone torch, which will extend both those, and your button on top. And that is how you release him. And then you're going to want to come down and make yourself a drop chute as far as you want it to go. And trust me, you want it down to the rail pretty much. But at the same time, you want there to be, you want there to be room underneath, so he doesn't suffocate in solid blocks. Oh, and there we go. And then you finish up your zombie cage. First good idea would be to get your hopper and double chest in for your extra splash potions, and then that way we can spam down some iron bars and make your cage like so. You just want it to go all the way around like so. Cover the dispenser a little bit, and then he's going to be coming in, and so you probably can get away with covering that up now, because when he pops up and pops, oh, you want to go one more up, sorry, because he could get stuck in the iron bars. And so we just break, oh, no, break the middle one, bring it up one more, and then do that. And then also, you need to cover this with solid blocks or top slabs to stop the light. And you also want to bring your solid blocks now all the way out, since when he gets converted into a zombie, this will protect him from burning in the daylight. And this is it, honestly, right here. You could go from here. You could drop them out and take them wherever you want. Or, you know, you could do what I did there with the bringing around area and stuff. So why don't we do that? I'm going to build a little frame up, and then we will go from there. Okay, so to connect to the other side here for the trade locking area, you're going to go, once you come down and have your little catch rail, you're going to go out 5, then up 3, out 1 more, and then go up again 6. Make yourself a little turn right back into this area, and it should be on the second block in from this end. And then you can go ahead and, oh, this is shulker box. So over here, this is something I forgot. You can go ahead and stick yourself in a shulker box in the ground, just so to hide all this with a crafting system. Well, not system, sorry. Crafting table. And you can have your apples, gold, some golden apples, everything you need right here to make sure. Oh, and bust that one out so you have a window to feed him. And then over here, just simply build 2 high. And then make yourself a little roof. This is, you'll put a solid block here, and then this is where you will be putting your crafting blocks, your job site blocks, so you can lock his trades in starting. Like when you find one with good starting trades you want, you trade once with him to lock him in, break that block, and send him off. And to do that, to drop him down from right here, you will be grabbing another sticky piston and button, and then bring your sticky piston out 10 blocks, place it 1 block away, and then you simply take a redstone torch there and a button there, and you can go ahead and place in that second piece of glazed terracotta, and then also fill in this area, and that way it's, you know, looks okay and it's not just all open and nasty looking. So then we'll break that. When you do that, he will drop down, and then again down here you just make another drop chute to drop him onto a rail that will lead him to your other trading hall or wherever else you want to send your villagers. And then to do the rail for this part, you're gonna want this all to be powered rail, so you will need levers. Honestly, I just use levers, are cheaper than using redstone torches. And then you're just gonna use powered rail all the way up to this part here, then use regular rail to bring him up. Oops, sorry, no, you're gonna use regular rail all the way right here. Sorry. Why isn't that connecting right? What did I do wrong here? Oh. That's what I did wrong. Okay, so yes. Connect it like so. Nope. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I see what I did. This is supposed to be There we go. That is supposed to be 2, like so. And then you can just break out these ones here. And then this has to be like so. Use power drills here. And start using power drills all the way up until you get right here. And then use regular rail like so. And then you can take your levers, power that again, and there you go. That is it in a nutshell. Well, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed that and that this helps you out and you find this useful. I know I will. I will be building this up on the Creepy Craft SMP for everybody to use. But we have come to the end of our video. If you're new, consider subscribing to keep up to date on everything we do here. If you did happen to like the video, please leave a like. It really does help us know what you guys like to see. And as always, down in the description are the links to my Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of that good stuff. So check it out. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.